How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to more Horizon Forbidden West. So we're just kind of exploring this area right now. We've got our main quest there at Chain Scrape, but there's a lot of things like side stuff here, so we're just kind of making sure that we've got a bit of that all wrapped up. Because as you know, guys, we are trying to do most of the stuff in this game. We've got these towers dotted around. So far, we've got 2 lenses from them, so we're going to go grab this time.
It's a dead machine. There must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down? I think I can climb up this cliff. Might be able to reach the tower I saw at the top.
Okay. No, I want that. Can't go that way. Ah, here we go.
There's the tower. I still got a ways to go to reach the top.
All right. We got that. It tells me I'm supposed to be dead.
Take this to a dyer later.
Okay. Proving annoying to climb up, this is. Okay, we can get that plant from when we're up. I think. On Aloy up.
Make an interesting color for my armor.
Okay, this is where we got to then. So you actually do need to go this way. Oh, you jump over to there.
Okay, almost there.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Here we are.
Okay, we're up.
Looks like there's another device up here. Another lens.
3 of 6.
I can almost see the
And down another. Down another, I think. Oh, missed that. Right. Okay, yeah. It makes sense now to continue story.
That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow up. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
You know what's annoying? I bet you this upgrade we're about to get is required to do a bunch of the stuff that we've been and done that we didn't quite have access to. That'd be annoying. Oh well.
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna come in, savior?
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the forge.
Petra?
Petra? Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
All right.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this state?
Ah, here we go. Wow, we can upgrade it again. Do we have the option of... No, we can upgrade it again. And again. Damn, fully upgraded already. Jeez. Wow. Shows you how much stuff we've gathered, doesn't it?
Till oven blows that whistle, no one's working.
Right, we can put on a coil. No coils available currently.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
So what's this guy?
Shop looks closed.
Yep,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Oh.
Oh, hi! I can take her. Why, you twins? I never seen red-headed twins before.
Why can I interact with some of these?
Nora in the dumps. I wrestled it. Now I've seen everything. Yes, I did.
You doing anything later?
Shop's closed, Red. You're welcome to use
I
the
know you
workbench.
see me.
Someone
There's nothing to do.
I had the best singing voice in all the time. Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
If you like talking, go somewhere else.
I don't know, I can't interact with them.
I never taught you your lesson last.
You're a Nora. And I'm inebriated.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so. Ah, hello again. How goes your search?
About that. What did you need to make your signature dish?
A corrugated metal panel, for starters. I can use it until I get another groove griddle forged. You could probably pull one out of a scrounger scrap pile northeast of here. I'll clean it first, don't worry. And for the dish itself, some wild meat and a handful of bitter leaves, then I can get cooking. Right.
Hey, Ray.
Change your mind about that brew?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set
Didn't realize I was muted.
I was just passing by.
Game.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark.
Okay.
I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number?
That's annoying. It keeps
On the top
my
right
Elgato
corner?
keeps disconnecting them.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move,
It
how
moves too.
powerful their attacks are,
Sure.
the distance they can strike from,
One.
and
Now.
of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power and its own attack. This board only has grassland terrain, and your current. So in total, since my machine isn't the one attacking it, and just like your machine, so right now, this means your machine can do 2 points of. Did you get all that?
Mm-hmm.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that sec. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. If you sprint, you'll be able to reach my. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to overcharging, but so use it your own. Let's try doing that now.
Okay.
That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on that machine of yours, the one close. Same as in the wilds. Machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some. Now, red. Here, let me show you. Rotate that. Now let that machine. Off the board she goes. You don't have set your machine. Go ahead and move down. You've already attacked a machine and moved your. But, and by the look of you'd be sacked, but some overcharge. Ain't that a third?
Right.
We both get the good news is you're gonna receive your which means you can reach the cup. That's why sometimes losing a peak. Now, you'll notice you didn't, but that means that wasn't so
That's
hard,
pretty cool.
was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me, always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few.
Thanks.
Cool.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power.
It gets +1.
It's also standing on forest terrain with add those together, and my
Those
machine
three.
is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means so my combat, this means, go ahead and test.
All right.
There you go. Now, it can also help grab your other piece and place. Since it's standing on grassland terrain, this terrain has a value. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat now. This means that the spot you're about to attack which means my machine. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see whenever you're unable to top you can still choose to attack. Go ahead, try it out and see. See? When you break a machine's defense, sure, but knocking, not only that, if my machine, it would have received an extra, and if my machine had been, that machine would have received damage. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is to deal damage to several, useful, right? There's still one. All right, as we've seen, however, there are 2, this is what we call but it'll take away 2 combat points. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines.
Right.
It'll also keep your machine. Here, let me show you. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can still, well, I promise it'll all.
Okay.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to each one is worth a certain, and you can spend. Knowing what building an army is the key. When assembling your army, first and foremost, with that in mind, how far they can move or how. But a real strike player, let's take a quick look, Chef. All right, let's talk about in other words, if you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base, a melee type machine. We've seen this plenty, so just move that piece. Great, now grab your other. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type. This means let's move that machine forward so we can take. Let's go with this piece. This is a ram type machine, attacking it like this.
All right.
See, now this is your opponent. Looks like we have one. Now, when it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range. Every machine in its path, including. So make sure you should also, otherwise, here, I'll show you. Look, a nifty little piece you'll definitely want to use. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine. There's quite a few of them, but I'm pretty sure I think that about does.
Okay. Let's play an actual game.
Let's play. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Taking a risk, huh?
Okay.
I'm up.
Fuck.
Oh, only one machine left. Oh, off the board it goes. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Okay, let's see.
Fuck, we're dead.
Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh?
Okay.
Let's do this.
I didn't realize I had 2 pieces. That's why I lost that.
My turn. Board's all yours.
Beautiful.
Just one piece left.
I didn't realize that.
Time to make my move. You're up, Red.
I'd do 3. That would leave it with 1.
Okay, let's see. Your turn.
Oh, that's going to require me to sprint.
You got me.
Done
Fair
it.
and square.
Okay, next one.
Here we go. My turn. Board's all yours.
What is that one, though?
Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Time to get serious.
Oh, they killed us. We can finish that one now, though.
Your turn. One less piece on the board. I'm up. That's it for me. Time to make my move.
We can overcharge. Yeah.
Well, that's done now. You're up, Red. Knocked right off the board. That was a surprise.
Oh, we can finish it. Cool.
Okay, let's see. Your move, Red.
Push it back into my one. And this one can finish it. Boom.
Now that was a game, even if I lost.
All right. Hard one.
This is gonna be fun. Your turn. My turn.
All right.
You're up, Red. That was brutal.
Oh.
Mug. One less piece on the board.
Wow. And it's overcharging. Jesus.
Your move, Red. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to get serious.
Oh, that's a weak area. It's an overcharge.
Knocked right off the board. That was brutal. My
Right.
Board's all yours.
Then we're probably gonna.
Time to get serious.
Fuck with it.
Well, that's done now.
Is a difficult
I
one.
won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
God damn it.
Good luck.
Difficult.
That's it for me. Time to make my move.
What?
Your turn. Oh, seriously? That was brutal.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. I'm up.
Going back to get fucked over. Yep.
Knocked right off the board. One less piece on the board. Off the board it goes. Well, that's done now.
Okay.
Time to make my move.
Overcharge. No. Fuck. We've lost again.
Off the board it goes.
You get double overcharge? What is this bullshit?
Your move, Red. Well, that's done now.
Oh my god, I think we're gonna do it.
Oh, I thought I had that.
Yes! Fuck you! Okay, the normal game now then.
Let's play. That's it for me.
Is that? No.
My turn. Board's all yours. That was
brutal.
2 points.
Time to get serious.
Fuck me.
Your move, Red.
Why can I not attack it? There'd be no point because it'd be 2-2.
Okay, let's see. Knocked right off the board. Nice! One less piece on the board. One less
Okay.
piece on the board. Board's all yours. I'm up.
He's dead. Nearly overcharged, kill that one.
Ah, off the board it goes. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
Fuck!
Here we go. I'm up. You're up, Red.
What? Why can none of them attack it? 'Cause it's got two. No, that's not right.
Thank the forge you hit armor. Time to make my move.
This is bullshit.
Right off the board.
I can't attack this one still. No.
Well, that's done now. My turn. That's it for me. That was brutal. Hey, I like that piece where it was. Oh, bold choice.
That one's dead.
That was brutal. Knocked right off the board. Ah, off the board it goes.
Shit, I think we may have done it. There's no way that...
Well,
yes!
my forge. You
Yes, we done it.
Every one of my boards. Now
Yes,
that deserves
fuck
a
you, you
prize,
shit
I
at this
say.
game. Oh, okay.
Come back anytime, Red.
Right, guys, we will leave things there for this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, most importantly, get yourselves a beautiful day. Bye-bye.